Alright, so what you guys are probably wondering what I'm doing is that I'm making sure that this boring machine is level. When I set the machine on this timber, it's not level at all. It's actually got a pretty good cant to it. And if I set it on the machine and just bore the hole with it that way, it would bore a hole crooked. How this boring machine works is it depends upon the surface of the timber to orientate the bit. And if the timber is flat, then it'll go down through square. The problem with this timber is, as you know, we have a twist in it, and that's why we laid everything out the way we did. But also it's got a pretty good check in it on this end. I don't know if you can see this crack, but it's got a pretty good check in it. And what that tends to do is where that timber checks, it tends to kind of bow that timber a little bit and spreads it apart and makes a little hump. The combination of those two things is not letting this thing sit on this thing straight at all. And remember that we laid out all the joinery based upon this timber sitting level. And so all the joinery going through the timber with this mortise and the tenons on the ends are laid out plumb. And so it's very important that this boring machine base be level so that this bit is going down through the timber plumb. And if it's plumb, then it will be straight. I know it's a little bit confusing. I hope I'm explaining it correctly, but that's what we have to do. So you can deal with a twisted timber and lay it out this way. It takes a little bit more time, and obviously, as you can tell, it's going to take a lot more time to bore these mortises because I have to make sure that this thing is level on every time I drill a hole. The small little 3-inch mortises for the brace pockets and the girts aren't quite as critical, but we still want to make sure that they're straight. But this mortise is that big through mortise for that big tenon on that tie beam, and it goes all the way through the timber, and it has to be straight and it has to be square to the tie beam. So this is what we have to do, and right now it's level with some shims, and we'll go ahead and start boring. Now is the moment of truth to see if this hole is going to meet the other hole. configured everything correctly. Should work. Hit it. I think we did. As you can see here, we've got the two mortises drilled for the through mortise for the tie beam and for the brace pocket. And these mortises are in this orientation. So when the beam was flipped 180 degrees and this face was down, then we leveled up the beam and then made sure that the boring machine was plumb and that the lines on the ends of the beam were plumb and everything was in line before we drilled the holes. So then I flipped the beam 180 degrees. Well, you can't get into the temptation of taking this level and then sticking it on here again and doing the same thing, because this is a rough sawn timber. And I have no idea if this face is square to this face, which is what we plumbed off of. This happens to be over here my reference face, and the one that's on the bottom of the beam actually happens to be the adjacent face when I was going to do square rule. So in theory, if I flipped it over 360 degrees, this face, I could level that up and it might work. But the point is once you have your lines established and you have your crosshairs established on each ends of the timber, the only way that you can level it and make sure that everything is level before we do that, as far as the center of the beam, is in the original orientation that you laid it out and that you snapped your lines from. Any other orientation, especially if it's a rough sawn timber, is going to be off. Right now this level is showing way off. And I almost leveled this up, and I double checked. Actually, I did level it up because I was going to do that, and I double checked the plumb lines on each end of the beam and they were way off. And so then I kind of figured it out that you can't do that. So now what I have is I have the beam shimmed to where the plumb lines on each end of my timber are plumb. And that means that this tenon that's going to be on this end is square in orientation to these mortises. And so now the two lines on the end of the timber are plumb. And so now, regardless of what this says on this beam, I'm going to level up the boring machine. And then once I level up the boring machine, then it will drill a hole that is perpendicular to these mortises, and it's going to be plumb with the two lines on the end of the beams, which are plumb, which means that the hole is going to be in line with how the beam is going to be in the frame. And so there's a few things you have to think about and just pay attention to. So don't make the same mistake I did. Okay everyone, so this is a picture of what we're building. We haven't seen this picture in a little while. We're building this center bent is what we're working on right now, and we're working on these two posts, and we're also next going to be working on that big tie beam. We're going to go back outside and work on that tie beam. It's too big to get in this little shop here. So next we'll be outside working on that, but first we have to finish up these two posts. But you can see why it's so important that everything lines up and everything is orientated correctly in the frame. And if it's not orientated correctly and the joinery is not orientated to the rest of the members in the frame, how it can mess you up, especially when you start talking about this top plate. So that's why we're going to all this trouble with this twisted timber, to make sure that everything is straight. Hopefully it works out. I think it probably should. I guess we won't know until we try and put it together. No outside ending today. You guys have probably seen enough of my face in this video today, so I thought maybe you'd like to see the picture of what we're trying to accomplish again. We'll be finishing up the posts next time, and then we'll head outside and get that tie beam done. Thanks for watching again. Really appreciate it. Be sure and hit that like button if you like the videos. And again, welcome to all the new subscribers to the channel. We'll see you guys next time.